Hey there, welcome back to another one of my videos. You join me at the start of a brand new day, and we're better to kick it off than by making some music down by the beach. This morning we're going to have some fun with a really small but powerful interface and controller combo that both beginners and full-on pros will get great results with. Now before we start though, the usual statement of I got this for free but they never told me what to do with it or say or even got to see the video in advance applies fully in this video. So let's just get on with it. Now here we have it. We've got the MiniFuse and the MiniLab Mark II from Arturia. First off, the bang for buck here is unreal. I mean it, honestly. Both units come in at around the £100 mark. And now, but to be fair, depending on which colour option you go for, and the software that you get bundled with this is just insane. Now, we'll talk about the software in a bit, but let's just have a look at these guys. So we've got the MiniLab Mark II here, and to be totally honest, I haven't seen a prettier small MIDI controller with a fuller feature set than this. I do wish I could have got the black version because it definitely looks a little bit cooler, but it's still awesome in white. You've got little wooden side panels as well. We get the 25 velocity sensitive keys, we've got pads, we've got knobs, we've got a slider for pitch bend and modulation, and we've got some buttons for octave and a shift button to change the pad modes and things like that as well. We've also got USB on the back, and we've got a sustain jack on the back as well, so that is really handy. Now moving over to the MiniLab Mark II, we get two combo inputs, two outputs, a headphone connection, loopback for inter-app audio control, MIDI in and out, a USB hub so it can power other things in the chain, and it's all powered through USB-C, which FYI is how you get the 48 volts of phantom power for condenser mics. So no external power supplies needed. What a game changer. And then, as if that wasn't enough on its own, the bundle of software that you get with these units includes Ableton Live Lite and Analog Live Intro. That comes with both units. And then for the MiniFuse, you get Arturia FX, Native Instruments Guitar Rig 6 LE, Auto Tune Unlimited, and Splice Creator Plan. Now those last two are just a 3-month license, but still, 3 months of those, that's about $120 worth of content right there. And then with the MiniLab, you get the UVI Grand Piano plugin as well. So all in all, with these two things here, apart from an actual guitar and a microphone, you've got everything you could ever possibly need to make music. It's a good start. Now, installing the software is as easy as registering your product on the Arturia website. You'll find the serial code and unlock code printed on the bottom of the device where the barcode is. That'll take you through the process of downloading the plugins, installing them on your system, and then you're off to the races. Alright, so that's enough tech talk. I reckon it's time we actually put these guys into action and made some music. Let's do it. Okay, right, so let's get Logic opened up. I've got a project here from before. And while we wait for that to happen, I'm going to have to be quick today because I'm in the van, I'm running on battery power. So the idea today is just to lay down some ideas. We're not going to have a finished track. What I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange it afterwards and turn it into a track. And if you want to watch it, then you can go to my Instagram channel and watch the final track there. Alright guys? So, as we wait for Logic to open up, we've got the MiniLab Mark II plugged directly into the laptop. We've got the MiniFuse plugged directly into the laptop as well. We've also got the mic plugged into channel 1 on the input. And then we've got my guitar plugged into channel 2 on the input. So, let's just get this ready to roll. Let's launch QuickTime Player so we can screen grab this. New screen recording, and we're going to use the MiniFuse 2 because with inter-app audio I can loop back everything I'm hearing in my Logic session to the interface, and then QuickTime can pick that up and capture it all in one easy chunk. So it makes my life a whole lot easier. So here we go. Recording, over to Logic. Now, let's start off with our guitars. I've got a really nice idea for this song that I've been working on. So let's grab the acoustic. Van life is definitely cozy. So the first thing we want to do over on the MiniFuse Mark II is turn on the line level input on input 2. We're not going to send 48 volts of phantom power to the mic yet because I don't need it, and it's just going to drain my battery on my laptop. I think we've got a good input there. That seems quite nice. So let's get recording. Okay, I've got an 8-bar loop set up to lay down ideas, and we're going to work on that. So here we are. Let's do it. Lovely. Let's just check that. We've got a nice signal there. Sounds good. Right. So I want this to sound nice and big and fat and wide and all those lovely words that people use. So I'm going to double track that same idea. Here we go. Lovely. All right, sounds good. Okay, so we're going to go straight over to our second guitar channel, and we're going to have this kind of... So let's record that. We're not going to muck about here. Alright, sounds good. Let's double it like I just said. There we go, that sounded nice. Let's have a listen. Yeah, lovely. Alright, so let's grab my acoustic guitar 3, and I'm going to have a very similar pattern. So we're going to go for that, we're going to record that. Here we go. Let's double it. There we go. Okay, so that's all our guitar parts. Let's have a listen to them. Yeah, sounding cool. Okay, so we're going to move on to bass. Now, clearly, I don't have an actual bass with me today. But one thing we do have now is Guitar Rig 6 LE, which can really help you to emulate a lot of sounds in the box. So if you've got a bass and you don't have a bass amp or pedal board or stuff like that, then you can get a lot of these big meaty textures that you get with a bass amp and a pedal board and all that kind of rig just by using Guitar Rig 6. So I'm going to fake it till I make it a little bit today. We're going to go for that. I'm going to record that in. No input source selected. Well, let's select an input source then, Chris. Input 2. Here we go. Let's make it happen. Click record enable. Okay, and then let's do it. So let's have a listen. Now, so what I've done to this on the channel strip is I've used pitch shift to drop it down a whole octave first off, and I've put the mix to 100% so that it's all just the pitch shift. and then I've actually got a little compressor in it, and then I've got my guitar rig program here, and let's open him up, and I've got the basic bass pro setting on this. I've literally just pulled up the preset basic bass pro, so let's have a listen of it. It probably wouldn't pass any audiophile tests, but it's certainly good enough to get demos down, ideas down, and even make some really good content for YouTube, like I'm doing just now. I think it's good. So I've got a nice synth bass pulled up. Oh my word, what is going on here? I want to double this bass sound, and it's going to be more of like a pad bass than anything. And let's drop the octave. So let's record that because time is of the essence here. Our battery is running down. Sounds good. Let's just quickly open that up, and we're going to select all, Q to quantize, and there we go. Okay, so that's the bass checked off. We're going to just swash that into a little group, some acoustic guitars in the group. I've got a little group for BVs and some lead vox, some ideas that I've been thinking about. We're going to do that in a little minute though. So next, we're going to move on to synthy sounds. Now, Analog Lab is going to be your friend when it comes to keyboard sounds, because Analog Lab has literal thousands of sound presets, loads of packs that you can download, loads of extra stuff. It's just amazing. So first off, we've got a synth pad here, and I'll show you the setting that I've got on it. So I've got the HPF and LPF synth pad WAPAT sound. It's a very official sound. It's very good. It sounds like this. Let's put the octave back to the middle. So we're going to lay that down. There we go. Once again, let's just Q to quantize. Keep this nice and neat. Next, I've got I want a nice big thick sound overall in this. I want it, the arrangement's going to build up over time, and it's going to drop out in places. So I want some strings to make this sound really rich. And can you hear me having to jump there? So I'm going to use my sustain pedal to just be able to sit on the notes. Alright, so if you, one thing, make sure and buy yourself a sustain pedal when you get this keyboard. It's just going to be so handy if you're laying stuff down, make it nice and smooth transitionally. So next part, here we go. Excellent, and there we go. Okay, so let's just Q to quantize again. I'm a bit excited. My notes are coming in a bit early. Let's just pull them onto the grid properly. Let's have a listen. Sounding good. Okay, let's keep this train rolling. So I've got a nice little Fender EP, playing around with an idea before. Yeah, let me show you that EP sound. All of these sounds so far are coming from Analog Lab, by the way. So it is the ROM1A11E Piano 1. There you go. And it's got a little asterisk because I've kind of modified the sound somewhere. So I can't really remember what I did, but that's the settings right there. Have a look if you want to copy them, if you like that sound. Okay, let's do it. Sounds good. Let's just quickly quantize it, keep it strong. Okay, we're going to move down now. We've got this like vocal choir sound that's going to kind of match but displace that sound as well. So it's called And There Were Two. And There Were Two. Just me and you. Ah, isn't that nice? So it's a very similar setup, but it's So it's a very similar riff, but it is slightly different, and it's going to just add some more texture to the sound. Here we go, let's try it. Okay, cool. Right, so now I'm going to use something that's not included with these, but it's one of my favorite programs from Arturia at the moment. It's called Augmented Voices, and it sounds like this. So I'll show you the preset on that sound. I'm using all presets today just because they sound so good. This one is called Bouncing Vowels, and I love the sound of it. It's epic. Let's try it together. Here we go. So at the moment you don't hear it much in the mix because I've got it quite low. Let's just bump that all onto the grid nice and neat. If I solo it, you'll hear it. Okay, lovely. And then one more sound that I was having a little play with earlier. This is completely unrelated. It's actually part of Native Instruments. It's in Absynth 5 in this sound. Oh man, I don't even know what the sound is. It's called Serendipity. Serendipity. So I just want a really nice high stringy resonant sound just to kind of like add some nice shimmer on the top end here. So let's try that. Okay, cool. Right, because I'm just going to drag that out to be on the whole track. Very delicate, but it's in there. And that's kind of what I wanted, that feeling of like, shiny shimmer on the top there. So, lovely stuff. Let's have a listen of our whole mix so far. This is just our mixing board of ideas at the moment. Here we go. All right, I think that sounds really nice. So I was messing about with some lyrics and things like that I want to have a little play about with. Right, so this is the point that I'm going to turn on my 48 volt phantom power. So Bosch, on he goes. And we're just going to turn up the mic input here. So let's check that one too. Let's open up my lead vocals folder. So I'm going to have two lead vocals. Input, let's make it input 1, and then record enable. 1 2 check. So one thing that's really nice about this is there's a monitor section, so you can blend between your digital audio workstation source or the direct in the box source. So if you want more of just the dry sound of your mic, you can have that. So let's have a little play with this. Here we go. 1 2 1 2 1 2. I've got a few ideas that I was messing around with for this. So let's just try this first bit. It's very early in the morning. It's 10 to 7 just now. Oh my word. I might re-record this later, to be totally honest, but I just want to have an idea down for the moment. Broken and teared, I have nothing to fear from you. I want to hear from you now. So I'm just going to work with that one phrase at the moment there, and I'm going to double track that same phrase. So let's run that again. Broken and teared, I have nothing to fear from you. I want to hear from you now. Excellent. Okay, and we're just going to pan him around the other way there. And let's just have a listen to that. Broken and teared, I have nothing to fear from you. I want to hear from you now. Yeah, that sounds cool. So just to show you what's happening on my channel strip here, on my lead vox channel, I've got it on both parts of the channel. I've got a little EQ, got compressor, and then I've got our Auto Tune Unlimited Pro. because we've got that subscription for 3 months included here. So what I've done is here, I've set it to the key of the song, G major, and then I've set the input type to be the alto/tenor voice, because I'm kind of like in that mid to upper range of singing voice. I've got the retune speed to 20, flex tune right down, natural vibrato in the middle, and I don't have much humanized. Let's add a little bit of humanization into it so that it feels a little bit more normal and not too auto-tuney, because we're not really looking for the like auto-tune sound. We just want this to be nice and sitting in the pocket in terms of that nice clean pop vocal that we get. So let's have a listen one more time. It's on both. I've just literally panned both vocals to the sides. Broken and teared, I have nothing to fear from you. I wanna hear from you now. Alright, you know what? That sounds really good. That's my kind of like color board of ideas for this track. Like I said earlier, if you want to see the full track, the finished version, head over to my Instagram page. I'm going to have that on there for you to watch as a reel. You can enjoy that. And then please, honestly, I really need it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things. I'm really trying to push my channel out there and get to more people at the moment. It would be epic if you could help me out with that. Alright guys, so there we have it. That is my review of the MiniLab and MiniFuse Mark II from Arturia. I think these are really great units. If you buy one or the other or both of these, it's going to really be a useful addition to your music making toolbox, especially if you are the kind of producer who wants to make music on the go. Either you're traveling around a lot for work, or you're just a van lifer and you want to be able to have a nice compact setup. Something like this is really powerful. It gives you a lot of options. You can do a lot. You just need one guitar, you've got a keyboard. As long as you've got a mic, you can pretty much do anything. You can do drums, you can do the lot. I've only scratched the surface of what is possible with these units. I mean, with this interface and the Interrap audio control, you can be doing live performances through Zoom and everything, using Logic to run samples, backing tracks, all kinds of stuff. It's insane what you can do for literally 100 quid nowadays. Amazing stuff. But that's going to be it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and staying with me for this long. If you have, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you think is the favorite part of this video, and what you think maybe is the best part of these products. Let me know. All right, until the next one, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. And thanks again, Arturia, for sending me out these units. They're just amazing. Thank you so much. Love it. Peace. Bye.